Hello everyone, welcome to ABC channel. My name is Ajmal. Let's learn some complex concept and biological terms by reading an article from a top tier scientific journal and break down the languages to make it easier to understand. In fact, this is very helpful for everybody, but especially I'm talking for the research people. When we are doing research, reading article is very crucial for coming with a new ideas and concept. These ideas and concept make you to understand and set a goal and prediction for your experiment. So we will read some short paragraph. This is the short paragraph together, and I will explain the concept and the meaning of the difficult words. And actually, this article is from Trends in Endocrinology and Metabolism, published in this journal, and January 2014. Its volume is 25 and page number is almost 23 to 33. And the title is Neurodegeneration in the Diabetic Eye, New Insight and Therapeutic Perspective. Before we are going to understand these concepts and difficult word, before that I am going to explain what is the real aim and hypothesis of this article. Actually, he is talking about the diabetic eye. Diabetic eye means the retina. And we know that the retina is the light sensitive part of eye, which is consists of neuron and glial cell. So he is talking about the damage of the retina because of nerve damage in the retina. And this nerve damage causes loss of vision and blindness. So basically this article is actually telling about that there is a problem in the retina, and after that this problem play a role in the development of the blood vessels problem. But sometime few articles tells that first problem is the blood vessel problem, and then this problem can cause another problem, and that is the retinal neurodegeneration. This is the picture of retina. Okay, this is the picture of the retina. This is the eyeball, this is the cornea, sclera, choroid, and this is the part actually, this part is the retina. Okay, this part is the retina, and this is the optic artery which supply blood to the inner layer of the retina. These are the nerve fiber passing through the optic disc. So this is your outer part, this is the outer part sclera, and this is your blood vessels, and this is the retina supplying the blood in the inner layer of the retina. So basically this article is saying that the problem first in the blood vessel, then after that it plays the role in the development of the retinal neurodegeneration, or retinal neurodegeneration, then it problems occur in the blood vessels. So let us explain one by one. The topic is neurodegeneration in the diabetic eye. So what is diabetes? Diabetic eye. Actually, diabetes is we can say that it is a long lasting health disease, a chronic disease that happens when the pancreas does not make enough insulin, or when the body cannot use this insulin effectively, its production. There is an imbalance of glucose and insulin. So this is called diabetic. So in the diabetic eye, especially in the retina of the eye, there is a neurodegeneration, talking about the neurodegeneration. And second lies in new insight. New insight means new understanding and therapeutic therapy or treatment, therapy or treatment in finding a new way or new angle or new overview, new angle or new overview. This is the meaning of your title. Let me put in a prospective way that actually damage to the retina in the eye of people suffering with the diabetes, and also new understanding and how it could help in finding a new treatment. This is whole about this article. So neurodegeneration, talking about the damage to the nerve in the eye, in the retina, in the diabetic patient, Now diabetic, you know, neurodegeneration talking about the damage to the nerve in the eye, it is talking about the retina. This is the retina and this is the optic nerve fiber passing through the optic nerve, optic disc. This is passing through the optic disc. Now the title is clear. Now coming to the first line of the first paragraph, diabetic retinopathy, one of the leading causes of preventable blindness. What is diabetic retinopathy? Actually, pathology in the retina, disease in the retina due to the diabetes. The person who has the diabetes for a long period of time, for a long lasting health, those people having the problem in the vision problem, they cannot see clearly, but it is preventable blindness. So basically, if I am talking about the diabetic retinopathy, so diabetic retinopathy is characterized by or manifested by, accessed by loss of vision, visual impairment, difficult in the vision problem. This is the vision problem of the eye. But it is preventable blindness. So second, you can see here, it is a preventable blindness. Now diabetic retinopathy is clear. What is the meaning of preventable blindness? Preventable blindness means here this kind of blindness in diabetic retinopathy can be avoided or mitigated by getting right help at the right time. Okay, right help with the right time. So diabetic retinopathy, pathology, disease in the retina, in diabetic patient, one of the leading cause, one of the main cause, leading is one of the main causes of preventable blindness. What is preventable blindness? These kind of blindness, can be avoided or mitigated by getting right help at the right time. This is the meaning of preventable blindness, and this has been considered as the microcirculatory disease of retina. Microcirculatory disease of retina. Talking about the tiny blood vessels. These are the blood ophthalmic central artery, and these are the blood vessels which supply the blood to the inner part of the retina. So this can be preventable, okay, but it is considered as a microcirculatory disease of retina. So initially it was considered as this problem in the blood vessel issue. The first problem. So what is the first line of this meaning? That diabetic retinopathy, okay, is one of the leading main cause of preventable blindness. These blindness which can be avoided or mitigated, but it should be treated at the right help at the right time. And it is a microcirculatory disease of retina. So this is the issue of blood vascular issue. This is a blood vascular problem. But as research evolved, there is a emerging evidence to suggest that retinal neurodegeneration is an early event in the pathogenesis of diabetic retinopathy which participate in the development of microvascular abnormalities. Now the second line is very important. He's saying no. Actually, but emerging evidence. Now you should know the meaning of emerging evidence. Emerging evidence. Emerging evidence means is talking about new or recently discovered information. Emerging evidence means new or recently discovered information to suggest that, propose that, advise that retinal neurodegeneration means retina damage to the retina, nerve in the retina, damage, nerve retinal neurodegeneration. That is retina, actually this is the nerve fiber passing from the optic disc. So you can say that retinal neurodegeneration means damage to the damage to the what? Damage to the nerve in the eye. Damage to the nerve in the eye is an early event in the pathogenesis. What do you mean by pathogenesis? Pathogenesis means origination and development of the disease. Origination and the development of disease which participate in the development of microvascular abnormalities, problem in the blood vessel. So here there are, this line actually saying that in a very easy language, if I can say that, actually he's talking about that damage to the nerve in the retina happens early on, early on, and then it plays a role in the development of the blood vessel issue. Okay, blood vessel issue. It means that first damage to the nerve in the retina. This is called retinal neurodegeneration. Retinal neurodegeneration means damage to the nerve in the retina, and this comes first early. It comes early on, and then after that, this pathogenesis of diabetic retinopathy, that is origination and development of the disease, actually participate in the development of microvascular abnormalities, talking about the blood vessel issue. So first problem is the retinal neurodegeneration. First problem is the retinal neurodegeneration. Retinal neurodegeneration, and then there is a problem with the blood vessels. Now the last paragraph is saying that therefore the study of the underlying mechanism. Study of the underlying mechanism. Underlying mechanism means you need to understand this underlying mechanism. Underlying mechanism, actually underlying current, that looking beneath the surface to understand the fundamental way in finding or happen or function. Okay, beneath the surface, or maybe to understand the fundamental way which happens or function leading to neurodegeneration and identification of the mediators. Identification of the mediators in the crosstalk. Crosstalk means that one event actually of one component affect another component. How? Because here there is a crosstalk between that. If there is a problem in the retina, if there is a damage to the nerve in the retina, this damage to the nerve in the retina that causes secondary problem, another problem affecting another component, that is a vascular system problem, that is microangiopathy, problem in the blood vascular system. Okay, so here we can say crosstalk, because crosstalk means that one component problem in the retinal neurodegeneration, and that component affect the another component, that is blood vascular system, blood vessel problem, that is microcirculatory disease of retina. Between neurodegeneration and microangiopathy, this small blood vessel problem will be essential, that it will be crucial for the development of new therapeutic strategy. So now we are very much clear about that, what this paragraph is going to tell us, and we have learned few difficult words and the important concept. Here we clear that In this article, actually what he's saying that damage to the nerve in the retina happens early on and play a role in the development of blood vessel issue. Understanding how this nerve damage occur and how it connect with the blood vessel problem is very crucial for finding a new treatment. So this is the whole story about this paragraph. I hope you like it, and if you find some difficulties, please write it in the comment box. And this article you can find, I will give the link below, and then you can get this full article, and I suggest you to please read whole article. Okay, so now let me summarize it. What we have learned that what is the diabetes, what is diabetic retinopathy, and what is the preventable blindness, okay, in which the blindness can be avoided or mitigated, but at the right help with the right time. Then microcirculatory disease, talking about the blood vessel in the retina. Therapeutic perspective, new insight means new understanding, and new therapeutic perspective in treatment or therapy in finding a new way or new angle or new overview. Emerging evidence means new or recently discovered information. And then after that we have learned crosstalk, that how one component affect the another component, and the underlying mechanism is very important that we need to understand in a more deeper way, in looking beneath the surface to understand the fundamental way and how the things happen and how it function, and also we can finding a new treatment for this disease. So thank you very much, and please subscribe.